I went from pitching in the major leagues to enrolling in a nursing program. Those worlds feel really far apart. What I didn't know though was that those two worlds were always going to end up in the same place. Stick with me. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how that happened and why it matters to you. I grew up with a single dream, literally one dream, and that was to pitch in the major leagues. That was it. That was the whole plan. I gave everything I had to make that happen. I was a 19th rounder out of Edmonds Community College. I didn't get every opportunity like the bonus babies did. I had to earn them. And eventually that call came. You know, over the course of my career, I've dealt with injuries, and there's been signs and signals that kind of tell my body that something's going on. I had no idea how to interpret those. The athlete in me says, just push, push, push. If you tell someone about your injury, you don't get to pitch anymore. So what do? You try and lean on people whose job it is to help you recover. Well, I had a lot of great athletic trainers and coaches, and they did help me recover, but they didn't help me understand what was happening. The clinical world and the athlete world were speaking two completely different languages, and I felt alone. I was stuck in the middle. I've been on major league mounds, and I've been in clubhouses wondering if my career was over. After 10 years and about, 800 innings later, it was time to be done. Some players go into coaching, some go into scouting. I went to nursing school and I got my degree, and I immediately worked in the emergency department, went back to school and became an orthopedic nurse practitioner. And now I am that person that can speak both languages. I can speak to the athlete because I am one, and I can speak to the athlete because I have the knowledge. I can give you the information. I can help you recover. Sometimes online, parents are going to look for answers, and I totally understand that. And what are they going to find? They're going to find clinical information from people who have never thrown a pitch, never played through pain, and never had to decide whether to hide an injury because they were afraid of losing their spot. Or former players giving advice with absolutely zero clinical background behind it. Just opinions dressed up as answers. Not for the 16-year-old kid who's out pitching and wants to know if his elbow pain is serious or not. And it's not good enough for the coach who has 15 young arms that he is responsible for. And I built this channel because that gap needs to close. So who is Next Play Ortho for? It's built for you. It's for that weekend warrior who still shows up, sometimes shows out, and wants to compete for as long as possible. For the runners, the basketball players, the soccer players, the football players, every athlete in every sport. Hey, Editor Ty, I just want to say hi and say thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. If you don't, I'll throw a four-seamer at your head. Okay? See you later. And I'm not talking sunshine and roses. I'm not talking about everything's always going to be okay. Injuries are hard, and sometimes the recovery's hard too. If any of this sounds like you, you are in the right place. Here's what this channel is going to be. Sports medicine explained the way a former pro athlete who's now your orthopedic nurse practitioner would explain it. Straightforward, plain language, real talk, no fluff. I'm going to break down injuries that I see every week in clinic. We'll even break down injuries you see on TV. I'm going to walk you through what the recovery would actually look like. Not just the optimistic version, but the real one, with all of its setbacks and all of its comebacks. We need to talk about what actually gets you back on the field doing the things you love. Topics like why your elbow pain might actually be a hip problem or a shoulder problem. Why pitch counts matter more than most coaches want to admit. What is Tommy John surgery? How to talk to your provider and actually get the answers you need and feel like you understand what is going on. Every video, I'm bringing this energy, the honesty, and the perspective you cannot get anywhere else. I need you to do something for me now. Subscribe. I do not want you missing out anything. Get the notification bell going, and I need you to do one more thing for me. Get down in those comments and tell me exactly what you've been going through. What injuries continue to bother you? What have you tried? What works? What hasn't worked? I need to know it all because we're in this together. My name is Ty Taubenheim, and I'm a sports medicine orthopedic nurse practitioner. This is Next Play Ortho, and the next play is yours.